Have you ever thought on how Revelation 13, verse 17 is going to be fulfilled? Wait, what does it say? Okay, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark of the beast, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. I think that cannot be fulfilled. The reason is, I have my money in my pocket. I can do with it what I want, the time I want. If they want me not to buy, I'll do it in the night when they don't see me, because I believe it is not a physical mark. It is not a physical. But wait, do you think they have not thought of the same idea? Of course they have thought of it. Now, let me just point your attention somewhere. Genesis 47, verse 15 says, and when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth. This was tested here in Kenya. And do you know that? Yeah, this was tested when we were transiting from the old-fashioned notes to the new-fashioned notes. And the old-fashioned note failed, and the new-fashioned note is now working. They gave us a deadline, and we had no otherwise but to submit to their deadline. And you can see that when the deadline reached, no matter how much you have in the account, it failed. In other words, it became useless. And that's what the Bible is saying, that when money failed in Egypt, the reason money failed is the reason is in verse 14. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought, and Joseph brought the money into the Pharaoh's house. So the money that was being gathered, it was being gathered to be placed in the Pharaoh's house. As we are speaking, what's thinking? Oh, I think as per the verse, Pharaoh is gathering the money. And today's application is, when you have the money in your pocket, they are not going to achieve the goal. So they must bring all the money to Pharaoh's house. And that is what we called the digital slavery. We are transiting to the cashless system. And this cashless system, you are not going to have control over your money. You can prove this. How? First, when you do a mistake and Safaricom detects, do you still have hope that money, you still have liberty or control over it? They can freeze your money, they can block it until you prove what they want. So that is just a tip of the iceberg. Wow, that is a very serious enlightenment. So it means that they are going to cash out all this money that we hold by our hands, and they're going to bring us a cashless system. So it is through that cashless system that it is not you that will control your money, but it is them that will control you. So if you don't abide with their laws, they are going to do what they want. They will be able to monitor what you love selling, what you love buying, and everything. It is going to be in the Pharaoh's house. So be warned. This CBDC thing that you are seeing and this digital system that you are seeing being enrolled, they are a pathway to slavery. And I'm not saying they're the mark of the beast, but they are a path to no buying, no selling crisis. So be awake. When money failed in the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan, the same is going to repeat. So I think you can understand, eh? Wow, thank you. I think that is quite elaborate. You can study deep and know the truth.